My name is Lisa Warner and I'm from Pewaukee, Wisconsin. I came to Integrated Pain Solutions because I could not breathe. The medical condition I was going through was COVID-19, double pneumonia, and I have asthma. So the symptoms I was dealing with were shortness of breath. I really couldn't breathe well. And having asthma my whole life, I'm accustomed to not breathing well, but normally prednisone or a Medrodose pack, something will snap me back into it. And it really didn't this time. I still had that heavy lead weight on my chest. I was supposed to be not able to breathe normally until the end of March, according to my last ER visit. So COVID affected my lifestyle in a way that I just had no lifestyle. I couldn't function. I couldn't get across the hallway to go down the stairs. I could hardly speak to my kids. I couldn't go coach sports anymore. I couldn't go to the gym. I couldn't be around the kids. I couldn't help cook or clean or do anything. It was really scary. It was as scared as I've ever been for my health.
I had a wife that was upstairs that could barely breathe, that needed food, that needed help, and we had to try to keep her in a separate room as much as possible, and so I'm sure she was feeling fairly isolated. So COVID impacted me on a daily basis because of that, making sure that everyone was going to be safe, and sometimes it wasn't easy.
I was experiencing symptoms for approximately 6 to 7 days before my first treatment with Integrated Pain Solutions. After that first treatment, I stood up and I cried because I could breathe. The weight had lifted. Like, it's hard to explain to someone who doesn't know what not breathing normally is. But when you feel like an elephant is sitting on you and you just, like, you know you're getting air in, but you really can't take a breath. You can't breathe enough to talk to someone. It's just like a feeling of being trapped. So after the first treatment, it surprised me. I stood up and I breathed and I cried and I called a number of people, including Brian, including my friends that had been nervous. And I was like, you guys, I can breathe. I was able to be weaned off of prednisone, so no longer taking that. And almost immediately I was able to drop down to using my inhaler about once a day, where I had been using it about 30 times a day.
When she came home, I had noticed that she wasn't the same person she was when she left. That she had energy again, that she was sleeping regularly, that she could talk, she could breathe, and she was a completely different person.
And if I can also say, I used to always have my inhaler even for workouts at BurnBootCamp, and I would just carry it with me just to be sure in case I needed to use it. Every now and then I would. Since having COVID, since using the laser, I haven't used my inhaler at workouts either. If I know someone that's in pain, that can't breathe, I am dragging them to use this laser. I would highly recommend Integrated Pain Solutions to others. Why not give it a shot?